Well, happy Friday, everyone. We woke up this morning across the Mahoning Valley to mostly wet roads. Temperatures managed to stay above freezing all night last night in most locations, so we just had plain old rain at the start of the day today. Came in right on schedule at around 7 o'clock, and now this back edge of the precipitation is moving slowly through northeast Ohio. Let's take a look at the Cleveland radar here, showing the back edge of the steady rain pushing through Mahoning, Trumbull, Columbiana counties, heading over the border into parts of western PA. This back edge will continue working east. Now, what's falling north and west of us is, in fact, snow from Cleveland across the lake up into the Detroit and Windsor areas. Now, this little band will pivot south and east. Now, we've been talking about this week how there could be a slushy inch or two worth of snow today during the midday hours. Not quite as optimistic anymore as far as snowfall amounts. I think generally everyone's going to see less than an inch at worst worth of snow out of this today. Most of us will just see flurries, it looks like, for the late morning into the afternoon. So we don't have too many travel worries to contend with today. That is certainly good news. There are some pockets of wet snow that are already forming along the back edge of this rain band, especially up in Trumbull and Ashtabula counties. But again, temperatures, even where it is snowing here at 10:01 a.m., are a little above freezing. So some good news as far as travel locally. Not so good news, though, for travelers along the East Coast. Here's a look at the broad radar showing our intense low pressure system approaching from the south. The system that's moving through our neck of the woods now will kind of get eaten up by this East Coast low. This will become a monster. Our blizzard is still on track for New York City, heading up to Boston, Portland, Maine, Bangor, Maine, Nashua, New Hampshire. All these places are just going to get buried by at least a foot, if not 2 or 3 feet worth of snow and howling winds. I think travel is going to be nearly impossible by tonight and tomorrow in places such as Boston. The airport is closed. Amtrak is closed. All of a lot of public transportation systems already shutting down in anticipation of this storm. And in fact, it's already starting to snow here around New York City, Long Island, southern Connecticut, Boston already starting to see some light snow moving in. But the worst of the weather along the East Coast will in fact be tonight and into tomorrow morning. So that's the story for the East Coast. But you're watching this video because you want to know what the weather's going to do here across eastern Ohio and western PA. Let's take a look at a computer model which will project things forward into the midday and the afternoon today. Here's the back edge of our rain at about 9 and 10 o'clock this morning, so this model has a pretty good grasp on reality, and that's always a good thing. Notice as we get into the afternoon, here's noon and 1 o'clock, snow showers setting up along the lakeshore, up in Cuyahoga County, Lake Geauga, over to Ashtabula County. And a couple of these snow showers can sneak down into Mahoning and Trumbull County and Columbiana County, Mercer, Lawrence. I'll try to zoom in here a little bit and show you what the radar should generally look like as we get into the afternoon. Some flurries, some snow showers, and up in the snow belts, a little lake enhancement may give them an inch or two, maybe 3. But again, that's for the snow belts. For the rest of us, just some flurries, it looks like, for much of the afternoon. Then that pushes away, and by tonight we're in good shape. Skies will gradually clear by daybreak tomorrow. Notice what the radar should look like, though, later on tonight across the eastern seaboard. Just a horrible storm for much of southern New England. This is this evening at 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, and that's when the storm will really be cranking up in Connecticut, Rhode Island, and into Massachusetts, New York City. A little bit of a tough forecast there. They'll be on the far western side of the worst weather with our East Coast blizzard. Let's take a look at what's going to happen over the weekend. I'll roll our models forward to Saturday afternoon. Here's Saturday at 1 p.m. with our blizzard starting to wind down in southern New England. Nose of high pressure coming into the Ohio Valley, and although Saturday may start cloudy, it probably does end with a fair amount of sunshine. It's going to be a chilly day on Saturday. Sunday, as we've been talking about, is kind of the opposite. We start with sun, but as I go forward towards Sunday evening, notice the green is heading our way. That's precipitation, and this time around it'll just be rain for us. It's not here at 7 p.m. on Sunday, but it will get in towards midnight Sunday night. Roads will be wet Monday morning, but I think the rain pushes away pretty early in the day on Monday, and with a few peaks of sun Monday afternoon. Here's Monday at 1 p.m. right here. May see a few peaks of sun. Temperatures getting well into the 40s Monday afternoon. We should maybe even crack 50 in a couple of spots by the end of the day. Monday, enjoy that relative warmth while we have it, though, because our cold front does push in, and I do think the middle of next week will be pretty chilly with some flurries and some snow showers around as we head through Tuesday and into Wednesday. Let's talk about temperatures over the next several days. Here's a chart showing the temperature anomalies, and what that means basically is the departure from average. How far away from where we should be at this time of the year will temperatures be? Coming up over the next week, the oranges and yellows typically indicate above average temperatures. The blues and greens are below average. And here is Saturday, chilly day. Notice the greens and blues around the Ohio Valley and out into western Pennsylvania. So we go into Sunday, though, some oranges showing up on the map. Sunday, we should make a run at 40 or so, and when the average is 34, that shows up here in orange and brown. That means it'll be above average on Sunday. Monday, even warmer. Here is Monday afternoon, some darker shades of red and orange and even a little brown here, and that's indicative of temperatures getting up to 15 to as much as 20 degrees above average. Monday, the warmest day of the bunch, our cold front comes through, and a gradual cool down for midweek. Not a cold snap for next week. It's nothing unusual at all for early February. In fact, temperatures will be pretty darn close to the average for much of the week. Notice we kind of go back and forth between the light oranges and dark oranges and browns. Here is next Friday evening. We may get a little spike of warmth at the end of next week, but then next weekend, we're talking about, 8 days from now, may turn a little cooler once again. So the bottom line is no huge swings in our temperatures coming up across the Mahoning Valley over the next week or so, unlike January, which saw tremendous ups and downs the next week or so. Should be pretty tranquil. So that's it for today. Enjoy the rest of your Friday. Check out 21 News Midday for just this forecast, and I'll be on tonight at 6 and 11. Have a great weekend.